You might want to lock the door and make sure you're alone before you peep at these rare Brenda Lee photos because they will make your heart race. These photos immediately take you back to Brenda Lee's adolescent acting days when she was still finding her voice. In these pictures, she stands before an old microphone in a private studio, her nude shoulders softly lit by a single light. The subtle shine that highlights each curve makes it clear that these pictures were meant to capture more than simply her famous smile. If you stick with us through to the finish, we'll tell you a behind-the-scenes story that not even the biggest fans have heard. In the first picture, Brenda's seen leaning against a velvet chaise lounge, her hair combed back to highlight the smooth flash at her neck. She nearly sports a loosely draped blanket, exposing her upper torso in a daring gesture from the early 1960s. Brenda's photographer chose to capture a moment of pure beauty and quiet force, even though most commercial photos at the time were cautious. These private images were meant to show off her more sensitive side away from the limelight. We'll explain how, after being hidden for decades, these photos were uncovered at a private auction. When news of these topless photos became viral online, fans reacted with a combination of surprise and delight. She's a legend, and these images prove she was ahead of her time, and I never knew Brenda had this side, were among the many comments that filled social media. We've gathered Instagram images, tweets, and Tumblr threads to show you how people around the world reacted. From those who applauded her confidence to those who were simply in awe of her timeless beauty, this movie captures the best fan reactions. These comments clarify why Brenda's images still arouse powerful emotions today. We also spoke with a vintage clothing expert who analyzed Brenda's fashion sense. He explained that the soft lighting and subtle sepia tone of the photos create a cozy, nostalgic atmosphere. The loose shawl was more than just a prop for the photo shoot. It was in homage to the flowing gowns of old Hollywood, designed to frame her figure without completely obscuring it. We'll offer you his whole point of view so you can see why every element of the photo shoot was carefully planned to accentuate her natural shape. Next, we found 3 admirers who attempted to mimic Brenda's well-known stance by dressing and setting themselves in modern ways. One admirer, wearing a silky scarf, stood at a window lit by the sunset and captured a similar soft light. Another chose to use an antique recliner and a single spotlight to mimic the studio vibe. Their tribute photos show how Brenda's timeless aesthetic can inspire people of all ages. In this movie, we'll showcase their best images and hear from them about how these images connected with her song and story. Wait until the very end for a never-before-heard detail about the day of the shoot. It's a tale of laughter, a spilled cup of coffee, and a moment that turned into a true work of art. If you like this examination into Brenda Lee's hidden past, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to make sure you don't miss another in-depth study like this, and ring the bell to be the first to view our next Celebrity Expose. We hope to see you in the next video and thank you for your patience.